So here is DCFC Tritium DCFC. This finishes at $15.70 today. That is up 65.57%. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here is AMC Entertainment. This finishes at $18.94 today. That is up 15.28%. So, huge day for AMC. A lot of price action. We talked about it yesterday, but once again, this was number 1 on StockTwits today, by far. So, we will analyze it again today. So, we did have some minor news here. Let's check it out real quick. So, the news is that AMC creates VP position to oversee popcorn business expansion. So, apparently, they're trying to get into selling their popcorn, and they hired this lady, Ellen Kopakin, as Vice President of Growth Strategy with the goal of expanding the theater chain's retail popcorn business. So that was pretty good news, pretty bullish, although I don't think it had that much to do with the price action today. So yeah, minor news, stock up 15% today. Very nice. So let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, we have a cup and handle in the making here. Looks like the bottom of the cup is around $15, and the top of the cup could be at $24.35. $28.95 or around $32, so it doesn't really matter where the top of the cup is. All of those are bullish indicators that is telling us this stock should eventually come back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. This also looks like a possible bull flag in the making here. No confirmation just yet, but we do have a flagpole formed, so if we get the flag formed, we will get confirmation, and that would be a bullish indicator that is telling us this stock looks like it wants to break out to the upside. This also looks like a possible double top or triple top, the top being around 1855, and that would be a bearish indicator. That would suggest that the stock will come back down before it comes back up again. So it looks like we did have a double bottom, which was bullish, and now we have a triple top, so maybe this will come back down to form a triple bottom, which would be bullish, but as of right now, it's a triple top. That's bearish. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now, this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 2035 and 1855. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 2035, 2245, 2435, 2535, 2675, 2785, 2895, 3090, 3195, 3365, 3480, and then 3605. There is resistance above 3605, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 1855, 1730, 1650, 1535, 1410, 1295, 12, 1090, 985, 890, and then 710. There is support below 710, but we're not going to discuss that right now. So right now at this current price, 1895, the channels to the upside are pretty wide. So if this continues to run to the upside, expect a significant increase in price action. And to the downside, the channels are pretty normal. So if this runs to the downside, expect a normal amount of price action. So looking pretty bullish if this keeps running to the upside. RSI is currently at 49, pretty average there. So according to the RSI, this current price of $18.95 is around fair market value. And this did 76 million in volume today, which is slightly below average. So this pump today was not confirmed by the volume. Okay guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. This does look like a pretty decent buy to me in the short and long terms. Again, we have bullish indicators in the cup and handle, bull flag. We have a bearish indicator in the double/triple top and a neutral indicator in the RSI. So a lot of mixed signals here. Overall, it does look slightly bullish at the moment. So $19 is a pretty decent entry, not the best. You missed 2 days of a lot of price action to the upside, but still not a bad entry. So I would support going long at the current price around $19. And if it pulls back below 19, then you can just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. That being said, this double/triple top does look kind of scary. So there's a good chance this does come back down to around $15. I would not be surprised if that does happen. So maybe you want to hold off for a little bit. If you want a better price, you might be able to get this at around $15. I think that'd be a really excellent entry, but 19, not a bad entry. So if you guys want a really, really good entry, I would say hold off, set your buy orders to around $15. But really can't go too wrong here, buying in at 19. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. Again, overall, the chart does look more bullish than bearish. A lot of upside potential, not too much downside potential. I think at most this will go back down to 15, like I said before, and that would be about a 20% downside. So while you can make possibly 20%, I don't think the risk is worth the reward. I would say going short here would be a high risk, medium reward play. Decent money to be made, but you'd be exposing yourself to a lot of upside risk here, and I just don't really think it's worth it. This is a meme stock. Apes love it. Never underestimate them. And it still is at a relative low at 19. So could work out, but I think there are way better short plays out there in the market, and this is not one of them. Not a terrible play, but I don't like it. So if you do decide to go short here, please do that at your own risk. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is AMC Entertainment. Here is BBIG Vinco Ventures. This finishes at $3.59 today. That is up 19.27%. So we haven't talked about BBIG in a little bit here, but major price action today, and this was trending on StockTwits pretty high. So we will analyze BBIG today. So really no reason to justify this price action. No news. It just seems like overall the market did really well, especially growth. And the apes are not done with this one just yet. Still trying to squeeze it. Apes still really like this stock.
We like the stock.
So let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, we have a triple gap down. First gap down at 950, second gap down at 750, and the third gap down at 585. So those are all bullish indicators. That is telling us this stock should eventually come back up to fill all of those gaps. May take a while, but eventually those should fill. This also looks like a cup and handle in the making here. Bottom of the cup being around 280 and the top of the cup being around 535. So that is a bullish indicator that is telling us this stock should eventually come back up to 535 to complete this cup. And this also looks like a possible bull flag in the making. No confirmation just yet. If we do get confirmation soon, that would be a bullish indicator that is telling us this stock looks like it wants to break out to the upside. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now the stock is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 375 and 350. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 375, 405, 425, 460, 485, 515, 535, 555, 585, $6, 620, 650, 680, and then 705. There is resistance above 705, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 350, 330, 315, 295, 265, 250, 225, 215, 195, 175, 160, 135, and then the low of 120. So right now at this current price, 360, channels to the upside are pretty wide. So expect a significant increase in price action if this continues to run to the upside. And to the downside, it is pretty wide up until 265. So expect significant price action up until this comes back down to 265, and then expect a normal amount of price action below there. RSI is currently at 56, so a little bit above average, but nothing to be too concerned about just yet. So according to the RSI, this current price of 360 is around fair market value, maybe a little more than it should be. And this did 63 million in volume today. Very significant volume, so this pump today was confirmed by the volume. Okay guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. This looks like a pretty good buy to me in the short and long terms. A lot of bullish indicators, triple gap down, cup and handle, possible bull flag. No bearish indicators, and we have a neutral indicator in the RSI. So overall, it does look pretty bullish. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, you missed a big run today, but 360 is still a pretty decent entry, especially if you're planning to hold this for the long term. Again, it should eventually come back up to 535 to fill that cup, 585, 750, and then 950 to fill those gaps. So a lot of upside potential here. On the low end, about 50% upside potential. On the higher end, about a 180% upside. So yeah, a lot of upside potential here. So I would support going long at 360 and lower. If it pulls back below 360, then you could just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. But if you want a really good price, I would say set your buy orders to around $3. It may come back down there, maybe not, but I think $3 would be an excellent entry. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. Again, a lot of bullish indicators, no bearish indicators, a lot of upside potential, not too much downside potential. So I would say going short here would be a high risk, low reward play. Doesn't really make too much sense. Don't see why you would do that. Doesn't look good on the TA, on the chart. And this is a meme stock. Apes love it. Still trying to squeeze it. Never underestimate the apes. I just don't see why you would go short here. Doesn't seem too smart. Not many tendies to be made, and you'd be exposing yourself to a lot of upside risk. You can easily get squeezed out here. So pretty straightforward here, guys. Looks like a pretty good buy, long and short terms, and don't really see a reason why you would go short here. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock, and to everyone looking to take a position. This is BBIG Vinco Ventures. So here is DCFC Tritium DCFC. This finishes at $15.70 today. That is up 65.57%. So not too familiar with this company, but this had a huge day and was trending top 10 on StockTwits, so we will analyze it today. So there was a reason as to why the stock mooned so hard. We did have some news, so let's check it out. So shares are trading higher after the company announced a manufacturing facility in Tennessee, and the CEO met with President Biden yesterday at the White House. So they're getting a new factory. Very bullish news. And that is why the stock went up 65% today. Very nice. So let's go ahead and analyze here. So not too much to go off of. This is a brand new company, IPO'd not too long ago, back in January. But in the aftermarket here, this is pulling back down to $14.50. So that's a bearish indicator for tomorrow. That is suggesting that this stock will sell off tomorrow. And then we have a gap up at around $12. Another bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should eventually come back down to $12 to fill this gap. And the RSI is at 74, so that is overbought and overvalued. So another bearish indicator there. We don't have technical analysis on this because this is a brand new stock. But yeah, just my opinion, not financial advice, guys. I think this just popped on good PR today, and I think it will pull back pretty significantly the next few weeks and months. A lot of bearish indicators, aftermarket action, gap up, high RSI. Really no bullish indicators or neutral indicators. So I do think it will come back down to at least $12 to fill the gap there. And honestly speaking, it'll probably go below the low of $6.40. And that's just based on my personal experience with IPOs. They tend to sell off pretty hard for months, and then they start to recover and bounce. But they usually go below the IPO price. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. I think at the very least, set your buy orders at $12. But honestly speaking, I would just hold off, just be patient, wait a couple of months for this to do its thing, bottom out, and you want to try to catch this at the bottom. I do think this will go below $6.40, so I would not look to go long anytime soon. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, looks like a pretty good play to me. Again, a lot of bearish indicators, a lot of downside potential. Not exactly sure how low it's going to go, but it's going to go to at least $12. And from the current price, that is about a 25% downside. So you should be easily able to make 25%, probably more like 50% if you just hold this for the next few months on the short side. Pretty easy short here, in my opinion. And I would cover once this starts to bottom out and catch support. But yeah, pretty straightforward to me, guys. I think it's just mooning on good PR. I think it's going to come back down pretty hard. Don't recommend buying this right now, and looks like a pretty easy short. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today. Consider taking profits if you're up. Not financial advice, but like I said, looks like it's going to pull back pretty hard. So secure the gains, guys. Don't get too greedy. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is DCFC Tritium DCFC. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.